to Jesus.
He's quick off the bounce.
With the right hand, and it's Leonard making his first career start with the miss. It's a transfer from Ursinus, played there 2013 to 15, and he gets his first points of the season.
Couldn't come at a better time for Stephen Leonard. He's got to have to keep his opponents off balance because of Taco Fall being out.
Taylor looking for the first field goal to no avail.
Taco Fall 7'6" with an 8'2" wingspan. I mean, he makes your defense.
5 trips, 0 of 3 for the Knights to start on the road. Leonard looking for his second triple, and he banks it in. Did he call it, Paul?
On Sunday, the ATM is open, though, but not the bank. Wow!
Again, first points all season for Leonard.
Big-time contribution by the senior. He feels the urgency of this game, just like the guys who start, even though he started today at home. Classy move by Fran Dunphy.
And it's Junior for the catch and shoot. 9-0 Temple, and a timeout called by Johnny Dawkins. What a start for the Temple Owls, shutting out the Knights here at home on Senior Day. Back in a moment.
ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Esurance, auto and home insurance for the modern world. And Sam Adams, fill your glass.
5 to shoot here for Austin Jr. Taylor on him with the pull-up. And Griffin's really been that spark plug off the bench, and look at that. Quentin Rose compliments of Austin Jr.
Well, in the open, we talked about Quentin Rose. The athleticism, loves the open floor. He is a finisher and a bucket getter. And this offensive team for Temple, this unit they have out there right now, these guys can all score one-on-one.
Brown for 3, and a straightaway triple. How about this run? It's 16-0 Owls.
Well, I'm not surprised at the 16 points from the Owls, but I am surprised about UCF not scoring in 8 minutes.
Taylor driving in. We'll stay on this end. The Knights 0 for 6 from the field with 4 turnovers.
And you got to keep that home crowd very quiet by scoring.
Davis looks to get on the board and does successfully.
A.J. Davis. Last 4 games for UCF, 18 a game. And he's shooting at 62% from 3. It's really stepped up.
He's also the best defender on the team. Look him take matters into his own hands, and a blocking foul called against the Flackby. The crowd wanted a walk.
But when they play like this, you don't want to play this team in the postseason.
Moore from the elbow extended. That's not a shot, but he hits it.
Wow, 6'11". Little face-up jumper. And every time B.J. Taylor touches the basketball, he's looking at 2 defenders.
0 for 1 from the field. Davis for 3. Knocks it down yet again.
And he's been the answer right now for the Knights. He's the other half of that equation for UCF. Together,
Moore with the cleanup.
And together, B.J. Taylor and A.J. Davis, about 26, 27 points a game. It's 44% of the UCF offense.
Lost by the Bearcats by 11. Cincinnati had a 16-game win streak at 1 point snap to Houston as Moore throws it down.
How about that dime? Just that beautiful pass by Quentin Rose. He put it only where Moore could get it.
6 points for Damian Moore. Just great vision out there by Rose, the sophomore. Davis for his 3rd 3. Off the heel here. Griffin tried to get the miss. It will go off of board, stay with the Knights.
You want to know why UCF is down so much? They're not getting any offensive rebounds, and Temple's not turning it over. But how about this playmaking ability by Quentin Rose? Takes on 2, drops it down. Beautiful bounce pass that comes right up to Moore at 6'11". All he has to do is finish. You know, the initial catch, now they got to keep moving it. They're not getting beat off the drive.
Allen with the fadeaway, gets the roll.
You get a green light. Now, some of it's lime green, some of it's neon green, and some of it is the ultimate green light, and that's Quentin Rose. He's not afraid to play freshmen and let them play through their mistakes. And this is an outstanding freshman class that he put together.
High-low here with Ovias with the dunk. That time over Alston Jr.
Big boy transfer from Texas Tech. Strong and powerful inside.
Alston Jr. with the pull-up. Foul called here against Temple. Tuesday on ESPN, this should be a good one at the Dean Dome in Chapel Hill. Number 10 North Carolina takes on Miami at 9 p.m. Eastern. Super Tuesday presented by Boost Mobile. Canes Heels also available on the ESPN app. Right now, Paul, North Carolina is steamrolling and just at the right time.
Yeah, Joe Lunardi has them as a 2 seed, and I think they have one of the 5 best point guards in the college game with Joel Berry. You have that type of leadership and that type of ability. You feel pretty good as a coach when you go into postseason play.
Tar Heels, in fact, have won their last 6, coming off a 4-point win at Syracuse. They are unbeaten in February. Their last loss was to Clemson, who's having a pretty good year. Right now, I believe they're 4th in the ACC standings.
No, very good year. And they lost Grantham, their best player. Clemson's still coming up big on the Coach Brunell. But North Carolina, people say, well, they're not going to be that good. They lose all these players every year. Well, they bring some good players back. Theo Pinson, Joel Berry. Luke May has really stepped up this season. And Kenny Williams has really provided the outside shot. That's what was lacking with Carolina, the outside shooting. Kenny Williams has been a big-time threat from the outside.
Cameron Johnson producing, Luke May as well. Just a deep team.
Deep team.
North Carolina.
And a team that can, like I mentioned, can shoot it. And when you think about North Carolina, you don't think about shooting. But they shoot it very well this year.
9 to shoot here for Temple in the half court. It's Moorman way off the mark. Taylor gets it. Here's Griffin. Has Allen up ahead. Over Rose. No call.
And that was a chance for 2 easy ones. Didn't capitalize.
Brown on the opposite end.
The St. Anthony's product. Outstanding catch and shoot. Leader, facilitator, defender. He just does it all for this Temple team.
It's one of the best rivalries in college basketball. Number 10 North Carolina against number 5 Duke. Saturday on ESPN. One of the guys who sported up for Duke, in fact, coached there under Mike Krzyzewski, Johnny Dawkins. 99 to 2008 was a Duke associate head coach before taking the head job at Stanford. In fact, he played ball here in Philadelphia with the Sixers, 89 to 94.
More guys should Google his name. Young players today should Google Johnny Dawkins and see what a dynamic scoring guard he was. An unbelievable defender, athlete, and doing a terrific job leading this UCF team.
Well, the special NBA Sunday matchup for you on ESPN. Joel Embiid and the Sixers are in D.C. to take on Bradley Beal and the Wizards. NBA Countdown tips off our coverage with Chris Bosh joining the crew in studio at 7 p.m. Eastern on ESPN and the ESPN app. How about the Sixers right now? A 7 seed. They've won their last 7 games, led by Ben Simmons and the aforementioned Embiid. The Wizards right now a 4 seed. Lost to the Hornets on Friday, led by the aforementioned Beal and also John Wall.
Well, you know, Ben Simmons was the #1 player when he came out of high school at the ESPN rankings. And Joel Embiid, top 5. Sixers drafting talent. It's taken a while, but it's coming to fruition.
Five seconds to go here for Quentin Rose. Double teamed, and Temple's not going to get a shot off. A marvelous first half here for the Owls, up by 13 at half.
Best possession of the half for UCF. They're going to start the second half offensively a lot stronger.
Temple shooting well. Coming up next after the break, our college basketball halftime report. Start of the second half in Philadelphia. It's the home Temple Owls leading by 13 over the UCF Knights. And welcome courtside with Paul Biancardi. I'm Dave Leto. Just a great start defensively for Temple in the game. Only 6 field goals for UCF.
Well, Temple, known for their offense, has really clamped down defensively. I've been impressed with the fact that Temple has done a great job on their defensive glass. UCF, a lot of misses. Temple a lot of defensive rebounds.
Now, on the offensive side for the Owls, a depth of scoring from three-point land.
Well, it all started with the senior, Steve Leonard. When you recruited a 1,000-point scorer or inherited whatever happened, that's a really good player. Guy who can get 1,000 points.
Austin Jr. contested, delivers, and Taylor just shakes his head. And how did that go in?
Because Shiz Alston will shake you, bake you, and put you in the oven.
4 for him.
I mean, he knows how to create that space and keeps you off balance. Does it so well with the dribble.
Davis for 3. Short that time. Long rebound belonging to Enechioni that was tipped off of Brown. Here's Davis. And it's kicked by Obi. We'll stay on this end for the Knights.
The eye test, you can see how much taller they are than UCF.
Allen for 3. In and out to Jesus. Tips it in. And Enechioni looking for a flat ping over Ovinas. And he gets the roll again.
Ernest. Shooting over 63% from the field. Everything in close, nice and tight.
He's in there for his defensive pressure and his rebounding prowess as well.
Oh, yeah, he rebounds so well on the defensive glass.
Another roll there for Cesar de Jesus. He's a guy that really has to feel out the defense, we were told by UCF. But once he gets going, he can be a key contributor.
Redshirt freshman from Jersey City.
Back in Philadelphia, Temple leading by 13, playing with a lot of motivation. And earlier today, Philadelphia Eagles Super Bowl champion Jalen Mills addressed the team.
Everybody got the athletic ability, or you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be on scholarship. You wouldn't be sitting in this locker room if you didn't have the athletic ability. You know your role. You know the type of player you are. You know the type of person you are. So, I mean, as far as the game goes, bro, I'm excited to see y'all boys, man.
You guys all 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's go, man.
Getting recognized here at the Liacouras Center in front of the Philly faithful. He knows firsthand about Philly toughness and being resilient, coming from the Eagles' underdog story en route to the team's first Super Bowl championship. I know, Paul, you don't want to talk about that too much, being from the Boston area, but nonetheless, they were starving and they got their title here in Philly.
What does he know about winning? That's one Super Bowl.
Davis wants to take a flat. He gave it up. Ovinas. Good patience by him with the right hand. Short. Allen tried to go for it. There's Alston Jr. Out to Pierre Louet. On the wall for Rose.
Temple just fighting on defense. Doing an outstanding job competing on the rim by Nate Pierre Louis, the freshman.
From Plainfield, New Jersey, his playing time is increased at the start of conference play when Brand Duffy felt comfortable putting him in. 3 for Shiz Alston Jr.
Do you believe in second chances?
Walker, Cardi, and Temple!
Well, here is the new beginning.
Knocked out the shot clock. Are you serious?
Right now, Champ Week, presented by Prism on ESPN.
Champ Week on ESPN starts Wednesday on both the men's and the women's side. And if the American ended today, you see the top 4 seeds getting buys to the quarterfinals. Cincinnati, Tulsa, Houston, and Wichita State. Temple would match up against Tulane, which they split the season series. UCF defeated USF twice this year. But for teams that are only in 1-bid leagues right now, this is a huge time of the season.
Well, this is everything. This is what you work for. You can win your league. For example, I'm going to cover the Big South Championship. Asheville is the #1 seed. They're going to host. If they don't win their conference tournament, they don't get a chance for the NCAA tournament. And for the teams, the power conferences, teams that don't have much life can get life in the conference tournament. It's lightning in a bottle, Dave, and it's exciting.
Taylor on the baseline run. Has to give it out. It's Griffin for 3. He's been called. He's been the spark plug off the bench. Not getting too many shot attempts, though. Alston on the lob for Pierre Louet. And he's flying here in Philly.
That's their 3rd alley-oop dunk in this game. You know things are not going right when you get dunked on 3 times in transition.
Dave Lennon-Paul being Cardi back in Philadelphia. Temple leading by 22. See Taco Fall missing his 10th consecutive game for UCF, out for the year due to a torn labrum. What's the difference with or without Taco?
Well, it's a major difference. Obviously, we know his size, 7'6", and 8'2" wingspan. but defensively, UCF is playing a different way. They're more packed in, they're more help side defense. And when you look at the defense without Taco Fall, one number that stands out to me that's not on that screen, but look at the opponent's field goal percentage, 38 to 41. UCF has given up 36% from threes. With Taco Fall, it was 31%. That's been the difference in this game, the three-point shot. The Taco Fall allows the defense to go out and pressure the guards, and they can take away three-point shots.
Joe Lenardi has 7 Big 12 teams getting bids to the NCAA tournament. The top conference, the most deep, ACC with 10. Not a surprise, really.
And if you're in the bubble in a power conference, the last thing you want to do is see Shiz Alston. No, I'm only kidding. He makes a three. You don't want an early exit in your conference tournament if you're in the bubble. You've got to win that first game and get another quality winner under your belt. Shiz Alston, 40% three-point shooter. Just strokes it really comfortably.
Back in Philadelphia, it's all Owls, leading by 24 over UCF. But back in that first meeting on January 7th, trio players were just held to 2 points each. A different story today, Paul.
Well, it's a big-time different story. And Quentin Rose and Shiz Alston with 25. Don't forget, Taco Fall played in that last game at UCF. And, you know, we could talk about Taco Fall and his numbers and the difference he makes. But when he stands on the floor defensively, the four guys around him, his teammates, they know they can gamble, press up on shooters. It's a whole different ball game right now.
B.J. Taylor with just 9 points, 1 of 6 from the field. Quentin Rose with the right hand. He was fouled. And he'll go to the line searching for the three-point play.
He's 7th all-time at Temple in blocks.
Rose gave it up to Pierre-Louis over Brown.
I mean, that's impressive. That's 6'4", going over 6'9".
And a timeout's going to be called here by UCF. What a performance here by the Owls, to the dismay of UCF on the road. We'll be back with the conclusion from Philadelphia on the other side. Sports Center at night follows 76ers Wizards on ESPN with John Buchagras and Kevin Connors. They'll bring you the best of moments for the Rockets Nuggets, with Houston looking to extend their win streak to 12 games. Plus, everything you need to see it here from Tiger's final round at the Honda Classic. Right now, he's 2 under. And an unforgettable Sports Center feature titled The Black 14. Sports Center at night on ESPN and the ESPN app. Opie Naccionia has fouled out. The seniors have gone out here. Brown and Naccionia. Ernest Flatby going out too. Leonard back in the game for Temple. For the first 2 threes. First points all season. And the transfer from Ursinus, played there 2013 to 15. And coming here and finishing his career on North Broad Street.
There's no doubt in my mind that they can get to the American Conference semifinals and then championship game.
High-low for Olvidas. It hit the rim. Here comes Alani Moore now. Ion Nunez, De Carvalho also in as well. Crowd really edging Steve Leonard, the senior, to shoot it.
Well, he's 2 for 2 from 3 already. He's got to put up another one. This one's going to be contested. Put it up! Put it up!
Leonard gives it up. De Carvalho, short.
He was trying to get the assist.
Hamilton racing for it, stolen away by UCF at Olvidas. Here comes Douglas. 20 seconds to go. Douglas with a good move, rejected by Pierre-Louis, and Hamilton will corral it for Temple. Well, they break out of their 2-game losing streak, and the crowd is loving it here in Philadelphia as the Owls will improve to 16-12, 8-8 in American action as they win it big over UCF.
Well, Temple came out hot with the three-point shot. They guarded defensively. They were tremendous on their defensive glass. This was a complete game, a complete performance by the Temple Owls.
And we're pleased to be joined by Temple head coach Fran Duffy. Coach, a great job by your team on both the offensive and defensive side of the ball.
I appreciate it, Dave. I did think we played pretty good defensively, and we made shots early, which made it look like we knew what we were doing. And how about Stephen Leonard coming out and burying 2 threes right away. So.
Yeah, but how about you starting him?
Yeah, all luck.
Now that's my next question.
Yeah.
Will you start? No, I'm like, will you start in the next game?
If I could promise the result would be the same, certainly. And you're taking your chances of whether or not you're going to make shots every night, and the defense has a lot to do with that. So we can be better every day.
Coach, thanks so much for your
guys.
time and good luck
Thanks,
at UConn on Wednesday. It's Temple winning it big over UCF. For Paul Biancardi and our entire ESPN crew, this is Dave Leto saying so long for Philly. Coming up next, UCLA and Colorado.